When you think of the Bronx, you might picture a concrete jungle filled with high-rise buildings and busy streets. However, did you know that the borough is undergoing a major transformation, restoring its ancient river system into a lush urban oasis? The Bronx River, once a vital source of life for the native Lenape people and a thriving ecosystem, fell into disrepair over time and became heavily polluted. But thanks to the efforts of local activists and organizations, the river is being restored to its former glory, providing numerous benefits for both the environment and the community. In this video, we will explore how the Bronx is restoring its ancient river system, the benefits of doing so, the restoration process, and the potential for the restored river system to continue to thrive in the future. Let's dive into this exciting restoration project and see how the Bronx is transforming into a green oasis amidst the bustling city. The Bronx River has a rich history and was once a vital source of life for the native Lenape people who fished and hunted along its banks. In the 19th and 20th centuries, the river played an important role in the industrialization of the Bronx, providing power for factories and transportation for goods. However, as the area became more urbanized, the river began to suffer from pollution and neglect. By the mid-20th century, the Bronx River was heavily polluted and virtually unusable for recreation or as a water source. Raw sewage, industrial waste, and trash flowed into the river, causing significant harm to its ecosystem and posing a risk to public health. In the 1970s, local activists and community groups began to organize around the issue of restoring the Bronx River. They formed the Bronx River Alliance, a coalition of individuals, businesses, and organizations dedicated to the restoration and protection of the river. The Alliance has been instrumental in raising awareness about the importance of the river, advocating for its cleanup, and leading efforts to restore its ecosystem. Today, significant progress has been made in restoring the Bronx River. The river's water quality has improved, and the ecosystem is recovering. Native plant and animal species, such as the American eel and the bald eagle, have returned to the river. The Bronx River Greenway, a network of parks, trails, and green spaces that stretches along the river's banks, has also been developed, providing residents with access to recreational opportunities and green space. Despite these improvements, challenges remain. The river still faces issues related to pollution and habitat loss, and ongoing efforts are needed to ensure that the restoration efforts continue to succeed. Nevertheless, the restoration of the Bronx River is a remarkable achievement, demonstrating the power of community-led initiatives to restore urban ecosystems and improve the quality of life for local residents. Restoring an urban river system like the Bronx River can have numerous benefits for both the environment and the community. One of the most significant benefits is the improvement in water quality. As the river is cleaned up, the water becomes safer for human use and improves the overall health of the ecosystem. Restoring a river can also help mitigate flooding, as a healthy river system is better equipped to handle heavy rainfall and stormwater runoff. Restoring a river can also lead to increased biodiversity in the area. By reintroducing native plant and animal species, the ecosystem becomes more resilient, and the area becomes a haven for wildlife. The Bronx River has already seen the return of several species, including the American eel and the bald eagle, as a result of restoration efforts. Restoring a river also has benefits for the community. Urban areas often suffer from a lack of green space, which can negatively impact the physical and mental health of residents. By creating parks and green spaces along the river, the community gains access to recreational opportunities and a place to relax and enjoy nature. Studies have shown that access to green space can improve mental health and reduce stress. In addition to the health benefits, restoring a river can also have economic benefits for the community. The restoration of the Bronx River has led to an increase in tourism and job creation, as well as increased property values in areas near the river. Finally, restoring a river can have a significant cultural and historical impact on the community. The Bronx River has played an important role in the history and culture of the Bronx, and restoring the river is a way to preserve that heritage for future generations. The restoration project has also brought together diverse groups of people and fostered a sense of community pride and ownership over the river and its ecosystem. In conclusion, restoring an urban river system like the Bronx River can have far-reaching benefits for both the environment and the community. By improving water quality, increasing biodiversity, providing green space, and fostering a sense of community pride, restoration projects like the Bronx River can transform an urban area into a thriving green oasis. Restoring an urban river system is a complex and challenging process that requires a combination of scientific, engineering, and community engagement strategies. The restoration of the Bronx River has been a collaborative effort involving multiple organizations, agencies, and stakeholders. The restoration process began with the cleanup of the river, which involved removing trash, debris, and pollutants from the riverbed and banks. The cleanup was a massive undertaking, requiring the removal of tons of waste and the rehabilitation of polluted sites along the river. After the cleanup, the restoration project focused on improving the ecosystem by reintroducing native plant and animal species. The project included planting trees, shrubs, and other vegetation along the riverbanks, creating wetlands and other habitats for wildlife, and restocking the river with fish and other aquatic species. The restoration project also involved the construction of infrastructure to improve the river's health and resiliency. For example, the project created green infrastructure features such as rain gardens and bioswales, which capture and filter stormwater runoff before it enters the river. The project also built flood control measures such as stormwater detention basins to reduce the risk of flooding. In addition to the physical restoration work, the project also involved extensive community engagement and education efforts. The Bronx River Alliance worked closely with local residents, schools, and community organizations to raise awareness about the importance of the river and to involve the community in the restoration process. The Alliance also developed educational programs and volunteer opportunities to engage the community in the restoration effort. The restoration process has not been without challenges. One of the biggest challenges has been dealing with pollution sources upstream from the restoration area, such as industrial sites and sewage treatment plants. To address these challenges, the Bronx River Alliance has worked with government agencies and private companies to reduce pollution sources and improve water quality throughout the watershed. Despite these challenges, the restoration of the Bronx River has been a remarkable success. The river is now a thriving ecosystem with improved water quality and increased biodiversity. The Bronx River Greenway has also become a popular destination for residents and tourists alike, providing access to green space and recreational opportunities. The restoration of the Bronx River is an ongoing project, and there are many opportunities for the river to continue to thrive in the future. The Bronx River Alliance and its partners are committed to maintaining and improving the river system, ensuring that it remains a vibrant and healthy ecosystem for generations to come. One of the key priorities for the future is to continue to improve water quality in the river. While significant progress has been made in reducing pollution sources, there are still areas upstream from the restoration area that contribute to poor water quality. The Bronx River Alliance will continue to work with government agencies and private companies to reduce pollution sources and improve water quality throughout the watershed. Another priority for the future is to continue to expand the Bronx River Greenway. The Greenway has been a tremendous success, providing residents with access to green space and recreational opportunities. However, there are still areas along the river that are not yet connected to the Greenway, and there is a need to improve access to the river for residents who live in underserved areas. The Bronx River Alliance is also committed to continuing its community engagement and education efforts. The Alliance believes that involving the community in the restoration process is essential for the project's long-term success. The Alliance will continue to develop educational programs and volunteer opportunities to engage the community in the restoration effort. The Bronx River Alliance will continue to advocate for the river and work with its partners to ensure that the river remains a healthy and vibrant ecosystem.